Happy New Year, everyone. Today we are going to go over the December 2025 market versus the December 2024 market. The real estate economists are saying that we had just come out of the third worst year in real estate. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Like 3 years? Come on. We are in an unprecedented market. Nothing can be predicted with the way the stuff in the economy is going. We just don't know what we're dealing with. We are still in uncharted territories. But today we're going to examine the Salt Lake County market, how it performed in December 2025 versus last year. We're going to look at sales price numbers. We're going to look at the number of homes sold when it comes to townhomes and single family homes. And we're going to primarily focus on the Salt Lake County market. Now, I don't use a script, so as I'm pulling up this information, I will just throw out random tips. So be sure to listen all the way through and be sure to like and subscribe if you like this content. Now, before we dive in, a little bit about myself. My name is Tasha Rodriguez. Hello, Happy New Year. I am originally from New York, but I lived in Vegas and relocated to Salt Lake County in 2023. I have been doing real estate for over 20 years now. I know, hard to believe. And my passion is helping first-time home buyers get the home that they want, whether it's within their budget or the aesthetics that they're looking for, the features that they want. I absolutely love helping first-time home buyers navigate the whole housing market and teaching them new things along the way with it and making lifelong friends out of it. So let's go ahead and dive in. Why don't we? So what I like to do is I use utahrealestate.com to get the reports, and I'll come over to a section that we have access to as realtors called Rapid Stats. And in here, I primarily focus on Salt Lake because that's what I mainly know right now. I'll branch out to Utah eventually, but right now I'm just in Salt Lake County. So we want to look at the market statistics summary. We're going to drill it down to Salt Lake County. And this is going to give us the numbers for the ending of December of 2025 and the ending of December of 2024. I'm excited to see how this went, especially since we had such a bad year, supposedly. All right, so December, we can see here, there were 769 sold single-family homes and townhomes, 637 new listings. That's up from the year before. So more sellers are putting their houses on the market, but here, the sold listings is down. Less are moving. A lot of them are probably coming off the market. So maybe we'll look at how many expired in December, canceled, and withdrawn December of 2024 versus 2025. Actually, maybe we should look at that right now. Let's do that. Let's go search. I'm going to do a full, and we're going to close this out and do expired, withdrawn, canceled. Change this to 2025 or December because it's already at 2025. And we are going to go December 1st to December 31st. Ooh. And we're going to drill it down. Utah had a total of 3,600 cancellations. But we are going to go to Salt Lake County. We had 1,001 cancellations. That's a total. So actually, let's do one more thing and drill it down to single family and townhomes, right? Because that is what we are looking for. Or that's what we're looking at. So let's do apples to apples, right? 832 cancellations, withdrawn, and expired in the month of December 2025 alone. That is crazy. These homes here that came off of the market that did not sell are going to come back on the market this year 9 times out of 10. They're waiting for the spring market. So if you're looking for a house, keep your eye out or reach out to me. I can pull this list and see what's in the price range and stuff. And if it's in your area. Let's check 2024. Maybe I should have started with that first, huh? 2024. Okay. is where I get a little nerdy, because now I want to see what that was. Only thing I wish is this wasn't so wonky first. All right, let's see what that number gives us. That's almost a 200 number jump in expireds, canceled, and withdrawals from December of last year to December of this year. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, well, let's keep on looking. So anyway, active listings. We had a total of 1,830 active listings in December of 2025. That is a 14% increase from December of 2024. The number of homes that went under contract is 790. That's up from last year of 2024, up from December 2024 by almost 11%. The average days of the market, so the average time that the home hits the market to the average time that it goes under contract is 63 days. That's an increase of almost 7% there. That is outrageous. You can see here, I think that for me, I think that they're sitting longer because of price per square foot and price period. So you'll see here, December 2025, the price per square foot is higher than December 2024. And it's going to go up every year. It looks like it goes up in the springtime, summertime, and then it starts coming back down because it's the winter. So it's just a trend here because, summertime and springtime is when people want to buy a home. It's before school and all that stuff. All right, so the next report we're going to look at is the monthly metrics report. And that's going to give me the number, like the solid number versus bar graphs, so you can get a better picture of what that is. So we'll go back up here to stats, rapid stats. Market summary, monthly metrics. And we're going to filter it out just how we did the other report. Salt Lake County, single family, townhome. We're going to hit refresh and see what that comes with. Now, I don't want these numbers to scare you either because they are on the higher end. We'll say Salt Lake County has more expensive homes. I want to say we came in the top 10 list for the most expensive homes in the United States. However, where there is a will, there is a way. I work with a great lender and he has been able to work some magic for me. All right, so from last year, we've got 5% less. Wow, look at this. Okay, we're gonna scroll through here. So look at this. From 2024 to 2025, there was an increase in listings. So more sellers have put their homes on the market. And I think they want to take advantage of that equity, but they're not budging on price. So sellers, I got a little tip for you at the end if you stick around. But we had 571 homes hit the market in December 2024 and 637 homes of December 2025. Pending sales, that's how many homes were scheduled to close but didn't quite close yet. They are at 790 for December of 2025 last month and 712 for December 2024. The number of closed sales though is less. So in 2024 we closed 811 single family homes and townhomes, and last month it was just 769, down 5.2%. So, and just like I said, the average price $585 versus $562, $500 from the prior year. So homes are more expensive today. And they're sitting longer because of it, because buyers are getting smart. Like some of these homes are not even turnkey and buyers want a turnkey home. So sellers, if you are trying to request that top dollar, you need to make sure that your house isn't turnkey. It's got some upgrades in there, maybe some smart home features, because buyers are being savvy. They don't want to pay for a house today that in a year or two they have to put money in for renovations or upgrades. They want those renovations and upgrades done now. Like they want that balled into the price, because if they're paying $500,000 for a house, they want a $500,000 house. They just don't want walls and paint and carpet. They want the nice stuff in there. So months of supply of inventory, and this is a predicator of whether we're in a buyer's market or a seller's market. So if we have 2.4 for the ending of 2025 versus 2 months of supply in 2024. So that's a 20% increase. We are shifting into a buyer's market. So Utah may be late to the game. There are pockets here that are in a buyer's market, but we may be coming late to the game. I think 2026 has a strong indication that we're going to go into a buyer's market for Utah in 2026. So here's my deal for sellers. So if you are looking to stay out of the house, or you're looking to, if you're sitting on a 3% interest rate and you are questioning whether you should move to the house that fits your lifestyle now, sell your house, move out of state, or whatever your scenario is. If you're questioning that and you're looking at these interest rates and these home prices today, know that if you are in Utah, you actually have a 52% increase in equity in your home if you purchased your home 2018, 2019, 2020. So it gets usually around 5-6 years is when people are trying to move. Make sure you get with a realtor who can give you something called a net proceeds sheet. So they can show you how much money you're going to make from the sale of that home. Then you can take that net proceeds, so the money you make from the sale of your home, put a significantly large down payment down on a house to lower your monthly payment. You can probably get it as close to the monthly payment that you have right now. So for instance, I was just working with a buyer and they wanted to keep their monthly payment under $5,000 for a month, right? And the price of the home was right in the $1 million range. If you do the standard 5% down payment, you're not going to get that. We had to do a down payment of right around $250 to get the house down under $5,000. I've got another buyer I'm working with. They wanted to keep their monthly payment under $4,000. Now, granted, the interest rate for them is a little bit higher because of some issues going on with credit, but we put a sizable down payment. The down payment was like $55,000, I want to say, and we were able to get them into a house that was a monthly payment under the $4,000 that they were looking to have for a month, and they're completely happy. Mind you, this is all done with interest rates at 6 point something +%. So they can be done. Where there is a will, there is definitely a way. So the other thing that people mistake for is you go on Zillow, right? And on Zillow, you see a home for sale and you see the price and you start doing the math. That's not necessarily the number that you should be using. I'm not saying Zillow has wrong sales prices for active homes, but what I'm saying is you should actually get with a realtor and you should negotiate things, like talk with them and see what is the market doing, because you have to get super hyper focused on where you're looking at and the type of home that you're looking for. So for instance, when I help my buyers, I make sure I run a market analysis on every single house that they are going to put an offer in. One of the things that I use is I use RPR, which is Realtor Property Resources. And we can go to it and I'll show you a house that I'm working with right now. I think this is the address. 87. No. What's the address? Oh, you know what it is? It's out here. I have to put like a south X. Anyway, okay, so what I do is I come here, right? The list price is $599,900. Market value is $623,850. This is not even the actual appraisal number. We've already done the appraisal. That's not even the actual appraisal number. This buyer is going to get a great amount of positive equity in their house. But I come in here and I look at this and I go, okay, well, let's see what this is doing. I'll look at the house, look at the pictures, right? See, all right, it's got some upgraded plank on the floor, and I'll go to the actual house and see if it's actually a cheap vinyl or if it's a luxury plank. And then I'll come in here and I'll do a CMA. I'll click on CMA and we'll input the numbers and things like that. And this is what they tell me. Now, with this specific case, I'm representing the buyer. So if I'm representing the buyer, I'm going to help my buyer. And I'm going to say, all right, well, this is the average price of the comps. Let's meet somewhere in the middle and let's see what we offer and see what the seller says. Because if you submit an offer that's not too far away from the list price, the seller may go ahead and take that offer because they're like, okay, well, and there's so many other things you can negotiate. They can also counter you, which is where we step in and we're like, okay, this is worth it, or no, this is not worth it, which is something that AI can't do. Sorry to throw the AI in there, but I know that people are saying that real estate is shifting to AI and blah, 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 but that's not the case. AI does not have the ability to tell you or notice your reaction or your sticker shock or your expression for when you see a price or something goes wrong. I can help you with that. I'm really good at reading body language. But anyway, so this is what we do as a tool. So for buyers, make sure you have a realtor who knows how to read the numbers and can get you an offer or submit an offer for you that works for you and has connections to the lenders and home inspectors and all of that. So that way you make sure you're getting a solid price. Sellers, if you are sitting on the fence because you are sitting on that COVID discount interest rate, let me tell you, you're going to miss the mark. If you are wanting to buy a house, you're going to miss the mark. You're losing equity. Like, yes, you have 50+% equity in your home right now, but going into this year, that equity may start dropping. And I don't want to create any fear mongering or anything like that, but the economy is so uncertain right now that there are things happening that is out of our control. We cannot just sit in the house thinking it's going to continue to go up. I see it here in the market. Last year, around June, we were at the height of the market. The average home price was $620,000. That's going down now. So you're slowly losing your equity. And I would suggest that if you want to get the most out of your money to get into a new house at an affordable or comfortable payment for you, get your house on the market now. Work with a trusted realtor who knows how to check all this out. Once again, I'll go to RPR, and I can't use anybody's address that's off the market, but we have a tool on here that shows you similar to this. This is for the buyer side, but we have a tool that we can put in your address and it'll tell us what the market value is. And I will go through your house and I'll give you tips okay, this should be changed out, this needs to be cleaned up, or things like that. So that way we can maximize the amount of the price that you get for your home, and it won't be something where your house is sitting on the market for a long time. Also, I'll get you all the numbers. Same thing that we went through today, the days on market, so that way you are aware of how long your house may be sitting on the market, the average prices in your area, things that are affecting the home price and the marketing of your stuff. And we'll look at different marketing ideas like your own property website and videos and drone footage and all that stuff. But yeah, so make sure you are getting the most value from the agent that you decide to work with. And if you just decide you want to sit here and watch my videos, great, I love it. Make sure you like and subscribe. I can be reached at that's my Vegas number, 385-503-3224. I'll leave a link down in the comments below also, but make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you found this information helpful. And I look forward to seeing you next month for the January update.